as we get up with you right now. Here we go. McNutt is ready to roll. We got the Knicks at the Garden tonight, so she's feeling good. Shams is in the building. It is great to have you here. Football squad rolling today. Graz and Tannenbaum. We got Hawk up early. Haven't seen him in a while. And we are graced by the presence of the great one, the win man, Brian Windhorst, ready to roll. Let's do Nuggets and Timberwolves first. Nuggets down 3-1 in this series, but of course Minnesota losing basically its entire backcourt in the last game. Look at Nikola Jokic pushing and Bruce Brown throwing it down. Look at the ball fake there, Monica, by the big fella.
Yeah, I called him Optimus Dime partly for that reason, Greeny. He's great at finding his teammates in great places.
Denver a 7-point early lead, then it's Jokic working on Gobert. Nuggets by 9, and then final seconds of the half. Shams, look at the range from Nikola Jokic.
This is what we've been missing the first few games of this series.
Jokic,
we need Nikola Jokic like this.
He had 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 16 assists in this game. So Jokic showed up when they needed him. Third quarter, Nuggets up 17. More Optimus Dime.
Yeah.
Look at that pass to Jamal Murray. Great finish. Denver by 19. 2 minutes left. Watch this pass. Watch this pass.
Ooh. Yeah, man.
Christian Braun needed that.
Nuggets by 21. 4 minutes to play in the fourth. Nuggets, the lead's been cut to 13. We're sort of in a game here, and then we're not. Defense turns into offense. Murray the other way.
Yeah, this was great to see from the Denver Nuggets. An emphatic response, capitalizing on an opportunity with the T-Wolves wounded. That's what they had to do.
And then this weirdness at the end of the game. I don't know exactly what happens
He didn't want the turnover, Greeny.
Yeah, Jokic hands the ball over and then tries to take it back. His stat sheet. We've had some weirdness at the end of games in this series. At the end of the day, the Nuggets with a statement win, one they needed, and Jokic was spectacular. Shows why he's one of the best playoff performers ever. It's his 23rd career playoff triple-double. Look at the company that he keeps. Only Magic and LeBron ahead of him. It's also the third time that Jokic has done that when facing elimination, meaning a triple-double. And, you know, Wendy, I feel so bad for the Timberwolves because they've played so well the first 4 games, certainly 3 of the first 4 games of this series, and then the devastating 1-2 punch of injuries. So I guess I would ask you, does it feel like the Nuggets coming back and winning is inevitable with Minnesota banged up as they are?
Well, I will say this. I think Game 6 is the moment for Minnesota. They did play well in the second half of this game, but this is a very unique series where one team has played so brilliantly for the first 4 games, earns a 3-1 seed, and now it's the other team that really is favored. A golden ticket has been extended to Denver because of those injuries. You could see instantly last night Minnesota's offense being off. They obviously only put up 96 in this game, and it gave life to Denver. It gave life to their momentum. They had not cracked. This is one of the best offensive teams in the league. They had not cracked 100 in Games 3 or Game 4. Their whole team played much better last night. The reason Jokic got 16 assists was the role players hitting shots. Spencer Jones, Christian Braun, Cam Johnson. That has gotten them back on a roll here. If they can get Game 6 in Minnesota, they are going to have a great chance to get to the second round, something I'm not sure they really deserved after the first 4 games. I
think that's reasonable. You know, Shams, I was at the NFL draft for most of the weekend, and then I got home and I watched the Knicks game, candidly. I went to say I was exhausted. So I woke up to your report about just how bad the injury is to Ant Edwards. So there's no way he comes back and plays in this series, right? And even if they go into the next round?
Yeah, Greeny. Anthony Edwards is out for this series. And, of course, it's up in the air whether he's going to, and when and where he's going to return in the next round. If they are able to advance, it's a bone bruise in his left knee, hyperextension. So he's avoided ligament damage, but it's going to be at minimum, my understanding is 2 weeks. And so that puts you at some point in the second round where the window starts to open up for you to return. But then remember, he's on the right knee. He's dealt with runner's knee, which is something Stephen Curry dealt with. Inflammation, swelling. He had to get a PRP injection a week or 2 left in the regular season. So he's already had to deal with that. Now it's the other knee he's got this issue in.
So they're going to have to figure this out. And DiVincenzo with the Achilles. So they're going to have to figure this out. Monica, can Minnesota find a way to win this thing at home in Game 6?
Greeny, I've been vacillating with this really since the injuries happened and, of course, since last night's performance. The way, to me, is that they can continue to put pressure on this Nuggets defense in the paint. Going into Game 5, they have been averaging 57 points in the paint, Greeny. Like, that's no joke. And so when you think of that, Julius Randle is a key guy that could potentially be sort of the cog with the absences of DiVincenzo and Edwards. He's done it before at other points in his career. This team just needs one. And the thing that makes me believe that they can get the one is I think there's a grittiness about this group that just hasn't quite been accounted for as we discuss them this season.
What do you think of that, Winman? Because I don't have a horse in this race, but I hate to see it go this way with this rivalry based exclusively on injury, to your point. You give Minnesota that chance, a fighting chance at home?
They were absolutely turning the ball over like crazy. You lose your starting backcourt, it's not much of a surprise. They had an insane number of turnovers in the first half of this game. In the second half, I don't know what the actual score was, but they essentially played Denver even or outscored them. If you're Minnesota, you're saying in the second half, we can play that way and stitch together 48 minutes. The problem is, even if you are able to stitch together 48 minutes, I don't know what their chances are in the next round. But if you are able to get one more win, it's a huge franchise moment. You know their crowd's going to be into it. The one thing is Jamal Murray, that guy right there, still hasn't had a great game in this series. They hold him down. They still, I think, would have some sort of fighting chance in Game 6.
And the Aaron Gordon of it all here, there's another injury situation on the Denver side of it. What's the latest there?
So he missed Game 3 with a calf injury, calf strain. I'm told it's a pretty bad calf strain that Aaron Gordon is dealing with. And then he tried to play on it in Game 4. He really labored, and the Nuggets sat him out of Game 5. I'm told they're preparing to be without him for Game 6. And a lot of it is protecting him from himself. Remember last year against Oklahoma City, Game 7, he plays through a grade 2 hamstring strain. Well, this isn't a do-or-die game situation right now. This is in the middle of the series, dead heat of competition. Guys are playing at a high level of energy right now, and so Aaron Gordon, I think the preparation is for him to be out.
Winner of this series against San Antonio, I will say this quietly because now I don't feel as good about it, but before the playoffs started, I thought to myself, Denver's the team that's going to make a run all the way through.
Me and you both agree.
Do you still feel that way?
No, I don't think Denver has played great basketball at all, and I think Wendy nailed it in terms of the idea of whether they actually deserve to advance. If not for these injuries, they were not going to.
In the meantime, we'll have the rest of your basketball highlights coming up. Fascinating in the East, predictable in the West. But football, unpredictable.
It's come to an end. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. The Thunder sweep the Suns, moving on to face the winner of the Lakers and Rockets, a series that the Lakers lead 3-1. SGA, 31 points, 8 dimes, averaged nearly 37 and shot 63% from the floor over the final 3 games of this series, doing so much damage late. SGA has missed just 1 shot from the field in the fourth quarter and overtime, not just in the series, since March 21st. Yeah, that includes the playoffs. He's 32 of 37 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter and overtime over that span as well.
We continue hooping tonight. Knicks, Hawks, Game 5 at the Garden. Series tied 2 games apiece, so now it's a best of 3. The 3rd seed New York Knicks won Game 4 on Saturday, led by a triple-double from Karl Anthony Towns. Including the Knicks, 3 of the top 4 seeds in the East are either tied or trailing after 4 games. We love the drama. We love welcoming in NBA insider Shams Charania onto the program this morning. Shams, great to see you. How could the outcome of the Knicks-Hawks series affect New York in the long run?
Well, Gary, they are 2-2 in this series, back in the driver's seat after going down briefly 2-1, but there was no question the expectation, the gauntlet had been laid early in the season when Knicks owner James Dolan was very adamant that this team had championship expectations. He expected a run to the NBA Finals and nothing short of that. And so that set a clear line in the sand for Mike Brown and the Knicks on what they were supposed to and expected to accomplish. And so they built this team around Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns. They've got rotation players there. But remember, last August, they did pursue Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so if you don't accomplish those goals of making it to the finals, how do the Knicks evaluate the roster, other aspects of this organization? I think everything gets into question. But of course, right now they are in the driver's seat in this series, and then you look into the future at a potential matchup, a heavyweight matchup potentially against the Boston Celtics.
Come on, Game 5. 8 p.m. tonight in New York. You got to get past the first round first, and the Hawks remain in their way. Injuries have unfortunately been a huge talking point in these playoffs. Shams, take us through some key injury updates, and let's start with what happened last night in Orlando with Franz Wagner.
Yeah, Monday night, Franz Wagner suffered a right calf injury. I'm told he's going to have an MRI later today. Early afternoon is when the Magic are expecting to figure out the severity of this and read that MRI. He missed the entire fourth quarter. And remember, he has missed he only played in 34 games this season due to a high ankle sprain. And then in the Lakers-Houston Rockets series, Kevin Durant has missed the last couple of games with injuries. I'm told he's expected to miss Game 5. He's got a bone bruise in his sprained left ankle that's led to stiffness, swelling, a lack of mobility. This is a 2 to 3 week injury in the regular season. If he sits out Game 5, he's going to have missed 4 of 5 games this year. And then on the Lakers side, Austin Reeves. He had a grade 2 oblique strain, suffered in early April. I'm told there is optimism he's going to be able to make it back into the lineup for Game 5. Barring any setbacks, he's going to be a game-time decision. He's hopeful to play in Wednesday's game, and so that's about 4 weeks from the point of injury. Luka Doncic, though, is expected to miss the entire series, and there is hope as he progresses in his on-court workouts. He just started that.
Rockets, Lakers, Game 5 on Wednesday night in LA. Shams Charania joining us with the latest across the NBA this morning on SportsCenter. Shams, much appreciated.